Hey, what's going on, Virgo? It's me, Sarita, from Naturally High Life, the creator of that. I'm here to do your October 2015 reading for the month. Now, the first card that came up, before it even came up, I heard the words, I give up. And a card flew out of the deck. And then the very first card that came up for you was this card, in the now position, showing what's going on presently, and it's reversed. This card coming up in this position, this is the Ten of Swords, coming up like this, it's telling me that it's like some questions, is right now too much to deal with? Well, if it has been, there's a special message. You're making, like you're coming into a new paradigm where things are falling into a different type of order that can feel intimidating. It can feel like it's too much to bear. This is what's happening presently for a lot of you Virgos. It's supposed to be a time when you are different, when you are reaping the benefits from Jupiter being in your sign, right? But for some, you're like, I don't know if I quite feel it yet, but it's kind of in disguise, right? It feels like it's in being a workaholic, just really overdoing it, and then sometimes being so much of a giver that you aren't receiving. So right now, this is showing that the old way of feeling like you're stuck in the past, I'm giving you the good news now, that is a thing of the past. You have seen what it has looked like to hold on to the past, to demand perfect thinking also that revolves around everything has to go this way or it's not working out. This is reversed, so that is a cycle that has come to a place where it has ended for many of you Virgos. And a lot of times I would say this is a sprinkle of you, but I would say this is definitely more than just that, with Jupiter being in Virgo. Now, I do study sidereal astrology as well as Western astrology. And Vedic astrology was said to be the original astrology. So when it is said that Jupiter or whatever planet's going to be in your sign for a year, I say you feel the influence with Western astrology. That placement, you feel it first. You feel the placement of it in the Western sign when it's there, and then you get a whole nother year when you feel it. So this is like, it's not all the way in yet to me. I don't think so. Things may be speeding up for you. But since this is upside down, it's telling me that feeling like you're stuck is coming to an end. Things have come to a head. So you should definitely also feel more optimistic. I know I feel that. Feeling more optimistic, your self-esteem could be higher, self-confidence, you're just feeling that things are moving forward, and the intelligence to be creative and to put things together and enjoy what you're discovering about yourself, because it is growth. Whether it's perfect or not, it's still growth. The next card coming up that came up that flew out of the deck was this card in the position of mindset, basically. So I was just talking about mindset, not looking at this card, but it flew out, it flew across, and it was it also has to do with the mindset that you're carrying about someone that you love. So what has changed about the love that you want in your life? What about love makes you feel inspired and free? Something that you want to embrace willingly, something that you can actually pull away from work to go and enjoy. Something that doesn't feel like work, something that that flows effortlessly. What is that? And are you experiencing that right now? For a lot of you, it shows that you are experiencing emotional or mental well-being, emotionally also, with someone that you have met. And it feels good, but it also feels a little different to allow yourself the freedom to just have fun. Because there's a feeling that things are working out for you and things are going to be okay, even though you may not see the fruits of your labor completely coming in right now. It's like they're getting ready to come in. So someone is there that you are taking a second look at, giving a second look to. This is a good thing. And also, not being so critical of yourself and being critical of others is kind of like telling the universe to send something your way. And it doesn't have to be perfect and that you're ready for it anyway. This could be a project, this could be a new position, a new job, something like that. Something that you've been wanting for such a long time, and now it is coming in, because the seeds had to be planted first before anything could come in. So whatever you planted from before, it is coming in. And it's all about now being positive about it, even though it's not complete. But it's dynamic though, and it's coming in. Trusting that. The next card in the next position that came up was another page. And this page has to do with the Pentacles. It's the Page of Pentacles. So we have two pages back to back, which tells me that you're practicing something, getting good at something. And that the other one showed me that you're practicing having a positive emotional balance in your life. And that because you've been doing it, now it's leading to this. It's leading to you being more stable financially. It's leading to you having the support that you feel you can use and that you need. And finances are not much of a care as they were. It may not be where you want it to be just yet. Maybe it may never be that way, but it's going to be a lot better than before. Not feeling like you're not at the critical point of no return. You've discovered something truly profound about yourself. Also, that you can do well without everything being neatly in place before you can take any steps at all. That is showing up as well. But practicing making money, practicing doing the same routine over and over is something that you are good at. The only part to be mindful of is not being too critical and putting too much on yourself that you don't have to, because it does take time for things to come together. There's a gestation period, so be okay with that. They're saying to be fine with that and to release any sort of guilt from your shoulders. Let it roll off. Let it roll off and be inspired. But this has to do with your workplace. There could be someone who is like kind of domineering, someone very demanding at work, who is wanting you to do more maybe than they are doing. They are wanting to be a boss even though they're not a boss. This could be a boss who is acting out of character. Someone making demands on you that require you to stay later at work, that require you to give more than you signed up for. And this person can have a huge influence on the way that you do your work, but because your self-confidence is up, you're focused on your stuff, the work stuff here with this person who could be even a mentor. They could be a positive influence in your life, but be mindful that you have your own thing and focus on your stuff, they're saying, and not to feel guilty about that. And don't let yourself be taken advantage of just because you can do a job that someone else can do also. They could do it, but they may want you to do the job because of the hard work that you provide and that you do in your dedication and your loyalty. But don't allow yourself to be taken advantage of. And this is in the position of partner or potential partner. Talking about, this is the Justice card. And the last card we had was the King of Wands. So justice here. Balancing the energies between you and your love with your mate. Having conversations that exchange ideas, that let the other person know just how important you feel you are and how important they are. Both of you being honest about your feelings, letting your vulnerability show, opening your hearts up. But this has to do with being very serious and wanting balance in the relationship, wanting structure in the relationship. Your inner voice, what does it say about what you are getting and receiving in the relationship? Are you happy about it? Well, it does show that balance is coming in. Balance is definitely coming in, and it's going to come in a weird way in the month of October. Life lessons about you and what you want. And your expectations are higher, but they're not. A lot of you know now you don't have outlandish expectations. They are very attainable. They're grounded. You happen to be an earth sign, so practically you want certain things to be in place. This speaks about a conversation that will be had. And it's going to be a positive conversation, as long as you're with someone who is open to hearing what you have to say. Because you have changed. A lot of you Virgos have changed, and your mindset has changed. So you will align with a more positive mate if they aren't already. Because we do attract what we put out. So something could be coming in or it could be going out, okay? To be optimistic and be positive. The next card, which is your final outcome card, is the evolution card. And this is Archangel Sandalphon's evolution card. And this card is speaking about the changes that are underway for you, that have already taken place too. And I'm sure you can feel it. It's not the same as it was. It may even be very slight, but I would say 2 years back from now looks completely different than it did back then. So it's something to celebrate, right? Celebrate your evolution of your mindset, your evolution of finding balance with you, with self-love, with finding your rhythm, in rowing the boat the way you want to, doing your thing the way you want, being as plain and simple as you want to be, and being, extra when you want to be. And other people, their words, their thoughts, and their judgments, not even meaning anything. It's like meaningless. You're evolving and coming into your own like no other. So wonderful. That is your reading, and thank you so very much, and have a great month.